everybody, so new review for you guys today. We're talking about the upcoming Netflix film, I'm Thinking of Ending Things. This is the latest film from Charlie Kaufman, who's quite the unique filmmaker, writing such films as Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Being John Malkovich, and also Anomalisa, which is also the last film that he directed before this one. So if you've seen the trailer for I'm Thinking of Ending Things, you know that you're probably in for quite a unique experience, and it's definitely quite a unique experience after seeing the film. Also, huge thank you to Netflix, by the way, for actually sending me the screener for this so I can talk about it with you guys, because man, you're in for a treat with this one. This film is about a young woman who travels with her new boyfriend to his parents' secluded farm, but upon arriving, she starts to question everything that she thought she knew about him, his family, and also her own fragmenting reality. This is certainly a film I could see mainstream audiences not being a big fan of, as it is quite out there in some aspects. It's one of those movies I feel you'll have to watch multiple times to fully get the grasp of what's going on with the plot, because it is kind of all over the place. It is a bit scatterbrained at times, with all the different things messing with your head, just in the same vein as in the actual film itself, where it's also messing with Jessie Buckley's head and her what's reality and what really isn't. It's one of those kind of films, which did actually quite surprise me, because it actually is playing more on the psychological thriller aspects more than the drama aspects. It's a really good blend of both genres, but the psycho stuff, it really does get to you. By the end, it's quite an anxiety filled movie. You know, depending on certain scenes, you know, the perception of time in this movie is quite odd in some scenes, and it really catches you off guard. And I think that's one of the strong suits of this, is you really don't know what's going to come next. I haven't seen Jessie Buckley in too many things. I've seen her in Wild Roads, which I really loved, and also she was really great in Chernobyl. But this is once again another very great performance for her. It's a very multi-layered performance, as she's kind of really shouldered with most of the workload here for the film. But the rest of the main cast does a really great job as well. Jesse Plemons, Toni Collette, David Thewlis. David Thewlis and Toni Collette are actually some of my favorite parts of the film, just because the parents, they're so weird and eccentric, and they really just get to go as over the top as you would expect them to. Especially Toni Collette's screen time she has in this, she really does kind of steal the scenes that she is appearing in. One of the things I really have to praise about this film is it's very well shot. The presentation is beautiful. We have so many really great looking shots, especially once things start to get kind of off the walls later in the film. You get certain shots that are quite out there. Many of them use snow to great effect. One in particular where it says green grass. The car is on green grass, but it's snowing, but it's only snowing directly on the car. Really beautiful stuff like that. As I said earlier, I could absolutely see this not connecting with mainstream audiences who just aren't really big Charlie Kaufman fans, or just checking out this film just on a whim. It's very long-winded. It's 2 hours and 14 minutes, and there are very long stretches where it's literally just like scenes where Jessie Buckley and Jesse Plemons are in a car for very long sequences. Like, I mean, one of them is probably like 15 to 20 minutes. There's several of these throughout the film, and it's just them having these deep philosophical talks in the car, which I'm assuming is in the books, which I haven't read the books, but it can be a little bit, I guess, draining. I mean, it lost me a little bit, I'll be honest. Those are some of the scenes that did lose me a little bit, but there's so many off-the-wall things in this that it actually did keep my interest. I didn't, like, completely lose interest in the film at any point, but it gets a bit weird. Once we get towards the third act of the film, it gets a bit out there. I think that's going to be the make or break for a lot of people, whether they really are just super into this weird idea of a film, or they're just not going to be a big fan of it. But if you're in the mood for a weird drama, psychological thriller type film, I think this is definitely going to be up your alley when this film comes out September 4th on Netflix. These are just my thoughts on the film. I'm sure you're going to have different ones. But either way, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below when you check out the film. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? It's going to be quite a fun film to talk about, so make sure you do leave a comment, because I like to talk all things movies, TV, and all that stuff on the channel. Thank you as always for checking my reviews. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button. We'll keep updating movie reviews, show reactions, unboxings, and more. But next time, I'll see you guys later.